There are moments in life when your stomach drops before your brain understands why. That's exactly what happened when I opened a dusty shoebox hidden beneath my boyfriend's bed. I expected old love letters, maybe childhood photos. Instead, I found over 200 pictures of me. Not selfies. Not photos from social media. Real photographs, taken from across the street, outside my office, at the grocery store, walking my dog, standing on my apartment balcony. The oldest one was dated 4 years before we met. And the last picture had been taken that same morning. If you're enjoying stories that blur the line between fiction and reality, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You never know which story will stay with you after the screen goes dark. His name was Daniel. I met him at a bookstore downtown. I was reaching for the last copy of a thriller novel when another hand grabbed it at the same time. He smiled. Looks like we have the same taste. We laughed. We talked for an hour. He was funny, kind, confident without being arrogant. By the end of the week, we had our first date. By the end of the month, we were inseparable. My friends loved him. My mother adored him. He always remembered tiny details. My favorite coffee, my childhood pet's name, the song I listened to during stressful days. I thought he was simply paying attention. Looking back, he knew far too much. Whenever I forgot my umbrella, he somehow showed up with one. If I left work early, he'd be waiting nearby. He always texted me exactly when I was thinking about him. At first it felt romantic, then it became unsettling. One afternoon, I skipped my usual route home and walked through a park I'd never mentioned. 10 minutes later, Daniel appeared, smiling, holding 2 cups of coffee. He claimed it was a coincidence. I wanted to believe him. So I did. 3 months into our relationship, Daniel asked if I could stop by his apartment while he was working. A package was being delivered. He trusted me with his spare key. Everything looked spotless, almost too spotless. While waiting, I decided to tidy up. Under his bed was a black shoebox, locked. The tiny padlock wasn't attached properly. It slipped open with almost no effort. Inside, my entire world collapsed. Stacks of photographs, held together with rubber bands, every bundle labeled by year, every single one featuring me. I flipped through them, leaving my office, buying groceries, laughing with friends, walking alone at night. Some were taken from rooftops, some through restaurant windows, some from inside parked cars. Then I found one that made my hands shake. I was asleep, curled up on my couch. The angle suggested the photographer had been looking through my living room window. I lived on the 2nd floor. There was no balcony, no fire escape, only darkness outside. Someone had climbed there. Someone had watched me sleep. Every photo had a date. The newest was from that morning. The oldest was 4 years old. 4 years before we ever met. Before I'd even moved into my current apartment. Before I changed jobs. Before Daniel officially existed in my life. He hadn't fallen in love with me. He had been following me. For years, I took several photos and quietly left. I didn't answer his calls. I drove straight to my best friend Mia's house. Together, we spread the photographs across her dining table. Mia suddenly froze. She picked up one picture from years earlier. Behind me stood a crowd at my college graduation. She zoomed in. There was a blurry man in the background. Same height, same jacket, same face. Danielle. Watching from a distance, years before we met, that night my phone rang. Danielle. I answered. There was silence. Then he spoke calmly. I wondered how long it would take. My heart stopped. You weren't supposed to find them yet. I asked why. He laughed softly. I wanted our story to feel natural. I hung up. He called again, and again, and again. By midnight, I had over 80 missed calls. The police searched his apartment. It was empty. No furniture, no clothes, no photographs, no records. The neighbors barely remembered him. His lease had been signed under a fake identity. His phone number disappeared. His social media vanished. It was as if he'd never existed, except for the photographs in my backpack. The officers told me to move. Change everything. Start over. So I did. I moved hundreds of kilometers away, changed my name online, deleted every account, got a new job, a new apartment, a new routine. Months passed. Slowly, I convinced myself it was over. Until one rainy evening, I found a plain envelope outside my door. No stamp, no return address. Inside was one photograph. It showed me unlocking my apartment. Only minutes earlier, on the back, written in black ink, "You look happier here." I reported it. The police found nothing. No fingerprints. No security footage. No witnesses. I installed cameras, extra locks, motion sensors. For weeks. Nothing happened. Then one morning I checked the footage. At exactly 3:17 a.m., every camera went black. For 8 seconds. When the video returned, someone had placed a small package on my doorstep. Inside was a framed photograph. Not of me outside. Not through a window. Not from across the street. It showed me sleeping. Taken from the foot of my bed. The police searched my apartment from top to bottom. No signs of forced entry. No hidden doors. No fingerprints. Nothing. I still keep that picture locked away. Because every few months, I swear it changes. Sometimes my eyes are closed. Sometimes they're open. And every time I look at it, the figure standing in the bedroom doorway seems just a little closer. If this story gave you chills, leave a comment with the word "watching" so I know you made it to the end. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters don't hide in abandoned houses or dark forests. Sometimes they wait patiently until you invite them into your life.